And her computer is not even up. Sorry about that. It's been a little crazy around here. It's been a little bit crazy. Okay, let's pull up the chat because I'm so not ready. This is my Vlogmas installation for today because I just don't have time to do another one. So yeah, I'm cheating. I am doing Vlogmas as my live, or live as my Vlogmas. Just find out. There we go. Sorry about that. I do have a cup of chocolate chai tea though. That's quite good. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Tamara, Brandy, Jay Bates, Jennifer, Marilyn, Chris, and Nora. How's everybody? It's Wednesday. I thought it was Thursday all day. I had the kids. We have like a schedule when they leave, you know, a dismissal schedule, and it changes, you know, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays versus Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, I had the Thursday schedule up because for some reason I thought it was Thursday, but it's not. It's Wednesday. Hello, Lori. Hello, Nan. Hey, Cake Baby. Ellen. Oh, she's having a cocktail. Oh, hello, Amy. You got to be here live. Awesome. Hey, Jean. Good evening, Betsy. Hi, Iris. Cassie. Merry Christmas. I always put a little sweetener in my tea. I don't like cream in my tea. I don't like the way it looks. Honestly, I don't. I think it looks gross, so that's why I don't put anything in it. But I will tell you one thing, and so say hello to everybody. Rosemary, hello. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Susan. Hello, Elaine. Good evening, Sheila. Sometimes I will steep it in milk, like cashew milk or almond milk, but that's about all. I steep it in there. Like I'll do a cup, warm it up, and put the tea bag in there. I'll let it sit there and get all nice and familiar. But I don't like to put a splash because I think it looks murky. Like it looks like sewer water. And I don't know. I don't feel comfortable drinking sewer water. It just kind of, you know. Yes, before you say, Denise, you sound sick. I do. I know. I don't know what it is. The muck is back. Oh, yay. I don't know if this is crazy weather we're having. I cannot. I am like sneezing again, and the nose it's the same thing I had a couple weeks ago. I'm a little bit, PO'd here. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I hope I go back to 7. Honestly, I may. I just think 7:30 is a little bit late. Pumpkin spice chai. Hello, Marianne. Jersey's in the house. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Paula. You made that milkshake with the PB powder and Premier Protein? Oh, I know. It's a good one. I've already been tested, so I don't really want to go down that road again. But I don't feel like sick. I just feel like I have bad allergies. I sneeze and my nose just runs like a faucet. That's it, and it's really a bit annoying. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's hide user. Okay. Merry Christmas, everyone. I mean, the weather's been, it's been hot, it's been cold, it's been hot, it's been cold. I just don't know. Tomorrow's the last day. Get it done. Have a week off to do absolutely nothing. Deciding whether I want to film next week or take the week off. Don't know. Part of me's like, well, I'm definitely not going to film every day. Let's put that out there to the masses. But I think I want to do a couple, because I know people are busy. People aren't going to watch. So I just don't, people have to be enjoying their holiday. They don't need to be watching Dee and her mayhem of a life. Watching my grandson for a while. Good for you, Nan. They canceled. Why? From COVID? The weather is crazy here too, Cake Baby. It's crazy. We'll probably have snow on Christmas, no doubt. Ah, Jamaica, man. Well, Jermaine, she moved and she's going through a little something. But I have a feeling we'll see Jermaine back in January. Luigi's been here and there. Oh, well, I always use the, when I use my CPAP, I put the humidity up so it helps keep me clear. Well, we didn't do it this week, Iris, because of my schedule mostly. It's just been a crazy week. But next week, hopefully, we will revamp. And the information is in the Facebook group on a post that is what you call pinned to the top. You have to scroll. There's like 7 or 8 posts. You just have to scroll through them. You'll see it. Hello, Esther. Why are you still awake? That is crazy, Paula. Merry Christmas, Rhonda. For the double tracking. Oh, I think, you know what? I don't think for a while it's going to hurt anything. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Brandy. Because once you get into a kind of a see what you should be eating, you'll get a better clip of how many points you should eat. And we all know points are not created equal. Hey, Esther and Janice. Oh, Esther. You've heard about it from Esther. She's quite the Zoomer. You got hungry. See, I can never eat at midnight. I would be afraid I would have, like, indigestion. I know. I'm thinking about, trying to do, like, I watch this girl on YouTube, and she does these 2-day vlogs where I just don't think I do anything interesting that you'd want to watch, and sometimes she sets her camera up and then she just does things and then she kind of fast forwards through it, watching her make her bed and straighten her house. I don't know. I just don't find that interesting, though I watch her do it, so I guess I find it interesting. Hello, Karen. There you go. Sheila's been double tracking. Like, just take the I know I beat a dead horse when I bring up that coconut eggnog, but while that's 5 points, it's 90 calories. So if you should drink that, you're obviously going to be under points because you're not calories. Because if you stay with your points, it won't be enough. So yeah, I do think it definitely is interesting, and I think it's worth doing. Oh, that's nice, Iris. Dexter is a sweetheart. See, Ellen doesn't like watching people clean. Well, I don't think I wouldn't do cleaning because obviously I don't clean enough to anybody watch me. Or like even I would do it more as like make dinner or a recipe and maybe fast forward it like as I'm creating something. Like more of that kind of thing. I wouldn't do cleaning though because I don't know. I don't want to clean, let alone watch somebody clean. Just saying. Yeah, I use the Healthy too because I've already had it on my phone. That's great, Janice. That's great. There you go. Elaine has not been eating enough calories. And you will not lose properly especially if you're further in your journey now. If you're in the beginning, you could probably get away with eating lower calories and it won't really matter yet. But when you get in there for a while and you're not eating enough, it's going to affect it is. Oh, I didn't make any homemade candy. Just not doing it. Nobody needs it around here anyway. Pork tamales from Kroger. Ooh. Well, yeah, sometimes I always say you should always calculate everything. Well, maybe we could do the Kosher Queen could have Paul Newman cleaning. You might get views on that one. Yeah, I guess you have to stick to a carb number. Like no, most people, when they do low carb, there's only so many carbs numbers they have in a day. So that's, you would have to somehow calculate those. Oh, go and see Christmas lights. We like to do that. It's always fun. Well, there was this one place we used to go to, and I think I filmed there. Was it last year? Gosh, I felt like maybe it was. I took a couple pictures. It was outside. It was a cool house, and they did a really great job. Evening, Sherry. We used to have right down the road. Actually, I could walk there. They did the Christmas vacation house. My God, the people would flock here. We had such horrible traffic. It's crazy. He since has moved it because it's so popular into a separate location, and he made like a little Christmas village. So yes, they're out of the neighborhood. Hello, Sharon. All right, Esther, have a wonderful evening. Awesome, Elena. Like I said, I don't think it ever would hurt. Fat phobic, yes. We'll see how you do, Lori. If it works, then I say go with it. You know, like I said, what works for somebody might not work for somebody else. So I always say, try it. If it's working, then hey, run with it. You know, because everybody's body is different. We all metabolize differently. Can I say one thing before I forget? And it's funny, when I do these things, I don't realize, I guess, because it's me and that's how I do it. But I got such great comments and emails and messages on yesterday's vlog. I'm like, I didn't, sometimes like I don't think it's, but honestly, I'm overwhelmed. I am, and it's just so like when this is what you want to do, and when you touch people in a way like that, and it's like I say, I don't take this for granted, and I take it as such a huge responsibility, but it overwhelms me sometimes. I'm like, oh, I am a little overwhelmed. There you go. Ellen's giving you the low carb WWA. Good evening, Linda. Thank you, Ginny. Like I said, to me, that's just how I think, and to me, that's how I think, and I don't think anything's great, or it's that's just how. But I mean, when you get people that are like, "Wow," I'm like, "Was it that?" I went back and listened to it back. I'm like, "Was it that good?" And again, those are the ones I don't plan. They're the ones I just fly off. I start off with a sentence and I just go from there. But I appreciate all the response. Thank you, Ellen. Hello, Kathy McLean. In the house. Oh, this tea's good. Chocolate chai, if you've never had it. This one I got from Harney and Sons. It was online. It was a recommendation from Salty Veteran. He likes their tea and insisted I try their tea. So okay, so I went with a chocolate chai. It's good, I'm just not that big of a tea snob, I'm fine. All right, Rhonda. Oh, thank you, Larry and Peg Ford. Thank you, Cassie. Aw, thank you, Nan. Like I said, I just tried to, like I said, being that I'm in the trenches, I'm there, I've lived it. So I kind of feel like I can say certain things because, like I said, I've been that 270-pound girl not that long ago, and I know how that girl feels. And I just try to be very cognizant of that. And I just want her to know, if there's anyone out there, that it's not impossible. And sometimes we have to change the realism of our journey, because sometimes, I want to be this, and you're like, wow, I don't know. Like I said, I'm 55 years old. I think that ship has sailed. Honestly, to sit there and have to maintain another 20 pounds would just be, I'd be miserable. And I can't spend the rest of my life worrying about a number and maintaining an unmaintainable weight. That would just be like, to me, that's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my life to sit here and be like, oh my God, and every time I go somewhere, I'm going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to go here. How am I going to eat? And I don't have enough points. And, last night, like I said in the vlog that I posted this morning in the group, we had a party at Steve's Night of Columbus, and they did Olive Garden takeout. And everybody got their own little individual chicken parmesan with spaghetti, and you had a minestrone soup. Well, thank God, I really would have rather had salad. I'm just glad they didn't have gnocchi soup, because I'm like, it would have been way too many points. But the minestrone I have had before, and you get a point back for it. So that soup was 1 point. Actually, it had a lot of pasta in it. I gave it a couple of points. But I had half the chicken, half the pasta. The pasta was probably less than a cup of pasta in there. I had half of that, and I had half a piece of chicken, and I had a little square of cake. Because, yeah, I had a middle, so there was no end icing. Aw, Susan. Next time I will say Susan. Aw, thank you, Cake Baby. It is, and don't let Weight Watchers tell you what their idea of healthy is. 20 pounds, that's going to be emaciated. You know what? If you're miserable, stressed out, that's not healthy. It's not. If you're sitting there fighting with the 10 pounds, it's not healthy. It becomes nuts, and I'm too old to drive myself nuts. Like I said, if I was like in my 20s looking for a man, maybe I'd consider it. But girl, I got me a man. I'm 55 years old, and honey, I just want to coast for the next 25 years. That's all I want. I want to coast. It is never too late. It never is. That's awesome, Nan. Go, Nan. Go, Nan. Go. Tell you, when you got the right mindset, you can do anything. When you've got that positive thing going, and great things happen. It does. I need to clean up this desk. You gotta just know, you have to know you're capable of it, and we're all capable of it. Sometimes we're not going to see those big numbers on the scale. You just keep plugging away and chip. You will see it go down. Oh, yeah. That's another, I should have said that in the vlog yesterday. Yeah, I mean, if my hair, here's the thing, if I colored my hair, but you see that would really be a waste of time because I have so much white. But honestly, my skin has never been better. My hair has never been better because I didn't lose weight so fast. It was a very gradual, over 3 years, and nothing, because if you lose weight really fast, your skin just it just wrinkles, your hair gets very thin and gets brittle and falls out. Because it's an organ. Your skin is an organ, your hair. And that's the one thing because your heart can't go, your kidneys can't go, you need that stuff. So that's the first thing that, breaks down is your skin and hair. And let me tell you, my skin's never been better. And now my latest obsession is moisturizer. I was never a big moisturizer person, but man, lately, I just love the way it feels. Love it. Oh, I hear you, and a lot of times they don't tell you what your goal is because it is deflating and it's overwhelming. You can't think of the goal. Oh, I hear you, Penny. This is a really, with what we're going through, this is just really put a wrench into a lot of people's journeys. It's just because it's depressing. It's depressing. If you watch the news, it's very depressing. Who wants to, it's like, oh, I mean, David Muir makes it sound like we're dying here. Exactly, Nora. Exactly. I share the good and the bad, and the not so good. It's not all glitz and glory, you know. There's a lot. I mean, was a lot of sadness. Like I said, I was just very sad because I liked eating a lot. I liked going back for seconds. I liked cake. I like cookies. I like chocolate. So for me, it's just like, that's why I knew that had to be part of my weight loss journey, because girls and boys, I'm not giving that up. That would be, oh my God, if I had none of that, I would really be cranky and sad. Yeah, I agree, Lynn. It's like, it's like where you started, and like they're going to talk about 125. You were 298. Like if you're 198, that's like amaze balls. Like, and yes, you are so much healthier. Hello, Barb. Welcome to the tea room. I'm having chocolate chai. A little chocolate chai. Very zen-like. I slept so good last night. Oh, I think I slept through till 5:30. That's what happens when you eat late. Meal by meal. That's the only way you can do it. You just go to your next meal, worry about your next meal. You can't think too far ahead. You just chisel, chisel, chisel. Yeah, they never take into consideration how old you are, how long you've been heavy, and how much weight you have to lose. I don't understand why that chart would be the same if I was 55 or if I was 25, which, oh no, your age hasn't, I'm telling you, it would be the same weight. Thank you. Was given to me by one of the kids a couple of years ago at school. I'm going to now look. Oh, I'm glad, Cake Baby. Now, to me, eating out changed when Freestyle came around, when you had 0 point options. You know, having a nice piece of chicken or a piece of fish and some vegetables, even a potato, isn't that bad. So to me, once Freestyle came, I thought eating out was a breeze. Oh, and don't let them make you feel blue. Look, you have to look. This is what I tell myself. Look how far I've come, not how far I have to go. That's what you have to keep in mind. Look where you started. And where you are now when you started, is where you desperately wanted to be. That was always one of those. I used to post that a lot in the group. I should start posting that one again. Always bears repeating. You know, like, I remember, like, when I think about, I told you, but with my, 10 pounds, but am I where I was? Nowhere near where I was. So I keep that in perspective. Yes, we are. We're still fighting the fight, and you know what? As long as you still got fight in you, it's not over. We are doing great. Yes, ma'am. Yep. When you're feeling blue, just think back. I think back to walking into that meeting and sitting there like, how did I get this bad? How did I get this bad? How did I get here? So, you are far further than you were. And that's, my friend, is such a victory. And once January 2nd comes, these stinking holidays are done. Oh, I don't know about you, but this is like annoying to me. I need one more week. And I haven't gotten a dress yet for New Year's Eve. So yeah, I got a lot to do next week. Exactly. It's never over because we're never going to quit. Good for you, Barb. 15,000. Yeah, like I said, I had many events this week, so I just did the best I could. Like I said, I'm not sitting there going to go on no diet this week because, there's parties and yeah, I indulged. I didn't do, I mean, when I compare to what I would have used to have eaten, I see that's how I compare. What I would have eaten, I would have eaten like way more than that. Ah, the retirement weight. I know 2022's got to be better. I'm not looking forward to it only because I just don't feel like going out and doing it. I don't mind trying on stuff. I just am not in the mood to deal with crowds. That's my thing. Where I'm going to check out Boscov's and I'm going to check out TJ Maxx. Thank you, Kelly. Hey, you guys are like I said. I didn't. You guys just make me feel so. That's just me. That's just how I roll, and I'm so happy that it resonates. And that's what it's all about. It better be better. Remember, we're rebooting our bouquet on the 2nd of January. I'm giving you the first as a gift because it's a Saturday, but Sunday, I think everything good starts on a Sunday. So, while we're doing the Sunday, what I do, Iris, is I look for a comparable substitute because, like, say you had coco van, and you just look that up in the app, and there's got to be a recipe for something like that. And if there isn't, I just deconstruct it. Is there, beef in there? How much beef? I generalize. I don't get too specific. Is there wine in there? Is there butter in there? Is there oil in there? And I just give it points for every ingredient. And like I said, you give it something. Is it going to be perfect? Probably not, but you know what? You have to just give it something. That's how I look at it. I gave it something. That's all I do. Deconstructing. If there's rice, is there cream in the rice? Is there stock in the rice? Is there wine in the rice? So you just do the best you can. Ah, thank you, Sharon. I'm very fussy when it comes to outfits, and I have to be comfortable. I mean, I have a backup outfit at home if I don't find anything, but we'll see. All right, Nora, we should be here. It's Thursday, right? Exactly. This is a scratch week. Thanks, Barb. I always say this isn't going to be a scratch, and part of me doesn't even want to know what I weigh, but it's like, what, it is what it is. Like I said, would I do the week any differently? No. Would I have not gone for that piece of cake last night, but it was this big? If I'm going to feel guilty about having a piece of cake this big, I might as well just hang up my straps. But yeah, like I said, I just break it down into ingredient. Oh, you don't have a Christmas party. We always have like right after school lunches. So it's like you're just basically in your work clothes going out to lunch, which is kind of okay. Don't have to worry about getting dressed up and they wanted to have it later, but everybody's like, no, we don't want to come back. So we just had a lunch instead of a dinner. You miss all the girls going, ugh. Yeah, I wasn't even home today. It was like yesterday. It's just tomorrow. Tomorrow my husband has his office lunch, so I wouldn't have been home tomorrow either. But I just can't wait for January to be here. I can't wait for June to be here. I'm going to be done this whole school year. Who am I kidding? That's what one of the teachers says. Oh, is it Thursday yet? I said, Thursday? Is it June yet? Because I'm looking really far down the line. You could have it. Yes, you absolutely could. That doesn't mean, like, remember, just because that scale says it does not mean your work week was bad. You just continue. Because you could have the perfect week and that scale doesn't show it. Nope. I've had many a great week and that scale's going up. You've been here for that. And I try not to let it bother me, but sometimes it does. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it pisses me off because I'm like, that is my cherry on the top of the cake. And it denied me my cherry. I'm not happy about that. Yeah, like I said, I think a lot of us want to be lifetimes. We don't have to pay. I get that. But like I said, is it worth the price of selling, what you, that's the thing. Like, obviously I'm still paying, so didn't work for me. Oh, because of the virus. Well, I'm waiting for things to change here. New York is already changing. We're right below there, so I'm sure after this holiday it's going to be bad again. We're going to see some shutdowns. I can see it. Somebody was saying maybe we won't come back to school right away. We'll see. We shall see. But, nothing you can do. Just go with the flow. Why have these bars down here? Well, they're always a surprise for me because I used to get weighed several times a week. I don't anymore. So I have no idea what I weigh. Last week, like I said, I was stunned. I said, really? I'm shocked. Yep. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason. And especially when, the longer you've been on plan, it's just your body fluctuates. It's like anything else. Blood sugar fluctuates, blood pressure fluctuates. Why wouldn't weight fluctuate? Oh, wow. Now, we've been open, we've had a few cases, but they didn't come from school. They came from sports. Go figure that. Sports. Yep. So I guess the fact that they didn't come from school was the reason we stayed open. Exactly. I like Nan. The scale is just a box with numbers. It doesn't show the whole story. This lady always said, the scale will not control me. The scale will only guide me. Oh, when teachers get sick. Oh, well, yeah, because there's not enough subs. Oh, yeah, that's what I was worried about. Like, what if the teachers get sick? Our sub list isn't that big. So if you get a few teachers out, they don't replace us, so we just have to pick up the slack. Luckily, we have not had a couple of us out. I was probably the only one that was out recently. Everyone else has been in. Nope. Yeah, I mean, that would really be. And I'm not subbing. I always tell them that. Don't ask me. They asked me yesterday. I'm like, you're desperate, aren't you? Because I don't do that. I don't. Oh, you found salted caramel. You never know what's in the back of that freezer. I'm telling you, I found in mine strawberry. I had a box of it. There was some kind of deal, and I must have gotten the strawberry chocolate. Because I do like those. I'm like, oh, I have some strawberry chocolate. That's a great thing. We have to find out how many calories you should have. That'll make a little bit more sense. Nope, we cannot. Anyone trying a new recipe they are excited for this holiday? Oh, I'm trying one. I haven't tried it yet, but on TikTok, of course, they have this thing. If you guys have TikTok, you should go look. It's called the Green Goddess Salad. They get cabbage and they dice it really fine, and there's cucumber diced really fine. This is off the top of my head though. And then there's green onion, and then you make a dressing like a green goddess with, I think, garlic, a shallot, some basil, some spinach, and I think there was like nuts or something. And you grind it and make a dressing, and they tossed it in with the other stuff. And they ate it with chips. It just looked amazing. And I mean, honestly, what do you have to count in there besides the chips? So I want to make that. I got half the things. I still have to get the green onion and the stuff to make the dressing. Target 100. Ooh, that sounds interesting. 1,200 calories. I go over calories, but usually under my points. That's interesting. The Christmas crack. It does sound good, Brandy. I'm telling you, I keep watching it on TikTok and I'm just like drooling. But I have to get the spinach, the basil, the shallot, everything for the dressing. Unless I just get the Trader Joe's green goddess and call it a day. Okay, so you're at 1750. That's a good number. Oh, you have. Oh, you'll love this. Apparently, they sent all the ambassadors a Christmas present. They sent us a box of Built Bars. I'm like, can you just send me cash? I mean, so it was a box of the lemon cream puffs. My son was thrilled because he loves those. I'm like, yeah, they're not my favorite, but okay. So that's what I want to try. I find a lot of good recipes on TikTok. I think they are like, that's where the oat bakes came from. TikTok. So I'm going to hunt through there. What's Her Face has a TikTok cookbook. I don't know if I want that though. I mean, honestly, me and cookbooks, it's just a bit crazy, but I don't know. My points are gone, but under, but yeah, oh yeah. They claim, Penny, that the weeklies are meant to be eaten, especially now in this plan, because if it's taking into account you're earning them because of you're burning calories, so you will never earn more than you burn. So that's what I was told. The oat bakes. I have got so much oats. I get them at Sam's. They have this big, 10-pound thing, and they were on sale. So I have a shit ton of oats. I love oats. I might put them down as my 0 point food again. Though I do abuse them. Oh, you only live once. I'm there. I'll look at the jalapeno popper dip. That sounds good. Hello, Ann. Welcome. We're talking about recipes we want to try. And I want to try the Green Goddess salad. I think it's a salad, but you use it as a dip. It just looks really good. And hey, it's cabbage. You know what? How bad can cabbage be? I mean, you think maybe then I'll throw me in the bathroom. All that cabbage could have its positive effects. I will say, though, that Olive Garden dinner helped. I know that's TMI. Yes, I am. I am still, yes, I will be double tracking. I'm going to be complaining the whole time. Be prepared for that because, I like to whine. I like a little wine with my cheese. Oh, it's on TikTok, and it is called Green Goddess Salad. If you see TikTok, or I think you just go on if you type it in your search engine, TikTok, I think it brings you to the place, and it's called the Green Goddess Salad. It's like chopped up cabbage, chopped up cucumbers, green onion, and you make a dressing with garlic, a shallot, I think lime juice, basil, spinach, and maybe a little olive oil. And you put it in like a blender and you pour it over this. It just looks really good. I mean, I can't say enough. It just, and they eat it with chips, like tortilla chips, or you can make any chips you want, or heck, you can just use a fork. But I thought it looked really good. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to do it for, like, it'll show me, in the area I need to be in, like point wise. Like I said, I just can't just rely on points. If I'm going to have a coconut, I know I keep saying it, a coconut eggnog for 5 points, that's almost a quarter of my points, and that's 90 calories. So I need to be very cognizant of what I'm eating. I'm not eating. I don't like wine that much. So wine spritzers, yes. Good night, Susan. I like a good spritzer, good sangria. Yeah, I like my wine mixed with juice, apparently, or seltzer. Yeah, I figured, I really think that's the issue because it all started when I went in weight loss mode. And I think I just started not eating enough. And the part of the journey I'm at is, yeah, I need to, kick it up a bit. Oh, I agree. That's another reason why I don't. Girl likes to save points for food. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably going to be around there too. I think right now I have 24, but I don't have any 0 point. Only thing that's zero is my proteins. I don't have anything else. I don't have any oats, no potatoes, no rice, no pasta, no avocado, nothing. Nothing. I doubt it, Jay Bates. I don't think they'll tweak. If they tweak, it'll be next year. They're not going to tweak anything till. Yeah, I can't. Admit defeat? Nah. They'll take the loss in revenue before they do that. I think they're just going to, let us stew here for a while. But, oh, sorry. I'm sleepy already. It's been a long day, stressful day. But it's the last full day of school, last recess till next year. And I should tell you the story about these earrings. One of my students today, her mother teaches in another class, and she was so excited. She said she's in my class, and she gave me this gift. She goes, "This is for you." She goes, "I want you to open it." So it was a thing of foaming hand soap from Bath and Body Works. She goes, "There's something else. There's something else." And I went, and there was a little package, and these earrings were in there. And she was so excited. I said, "Oh, you got me earrings." Her mom watches, so she knows I'm an earring whore. I said, "I don't have anything with blue in them." And I had blue on today. It was funny because I was just saying that. I have no earrings that have blue in it. And I'm like, "Oh, look, I can wear these now with my blue clothes." She was so excited. It was so cute. I told her next time I'm going to shout her out, Miss Abby. I get 24 points. Hey, Maureen. They just don't want you. Here's the bottom line. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm going to enlighten you. They don't want us to eat sugar. So they're going to make it so high in point that we won't take it. But the problem is we're going to eat it anyway. So then we're not going to eat food. See, there's the problem. In a nutshell. It was cute. She was sweet. I only get 21 weeklies, but I earn weeklies all the time, so I usually wind up around 60 some weeklies at the end of the week. But I'm telling you, that's in a nutshell. They're making the points crazy that we're going to be like, oh, I'm not going to eat that for that many points. But the sad reality is we are going to eat it. That's what they don't understand. We don't care what kind of points it is if we want it bad enough. But we won't eat food. Yes, they do. Their recipes do. But we're talking about something like the coconut eggnog. 5 points for a half cup. That's a lot. That's a lot for a half a cup that is only 90 calories. Yeah, it's just a little bit crazy. Yes, you can. That is a lot of vegetables, though. That's a lot of vegetables. I don't know. I mean, I could eat some, absolutely, but I don't know. I maybe get like maybe 4 or 5 points, but Buckeyes. Lilies, yeah, they're hard to melt. They are. Yeah, you gotta watch. I did put them on my crack though. But yeah, they don't melt well. Like in a bulk. Like if you put a couple and put it on something, they'll melt. But you want to melt them in a bowl, it's a little bit difficult. You might need a little fat in there. It's gonna make people. It's gonna make the diehard people who are not willing to give it up crazy. Well, see, points plus the sugar was all our treats were really low in point. They're not anymore. Simple. I never did Simply Filling. I know nothing about Simply Filling. Yeah, I think there's just a way to use them, McLean. I'm not sure. I've never used them in like that amount. I only ever put a sprinkling on. But I know people who have, and they've said that. And I think maybe they put a little bit of like, I don't know, like butter in there maybe. That defeats the purpose, right? You're adding a little bit of fat in there. Throw some butter in there. Everything is better with butter. You know, I throw some butter in there. Yes, I use she uses a lot of the Chalk Zero chips, which I've not, yeah, coconut oil you could too, yes. But I don't think you're saving anything. I think butter and coconut oil are pretty comparable. The slide card. Oh yeah, and when it's this late, it's too. I find if I'm too tired, I don't make good choices, and when I'm, if I have to think about what I need to do, yeah, it's too late to bake. Quality control. You have to. You can't give it to somebody unless you taste it. You don't want anybody to keel over. Oh, you think coconut oil tastes better than butter? I've never compared the two. Oh, look at that. That sounds interesting. Sliced bananas dipped in unsweetened cocoa powder with a lily chip pushed in each slice. Or maybe with the cocoa powder and PB2. Because I have to stick it up at one notch more because. I'm not a big fan of frozen bananas, but my husband is. My bananas have to be cooked, or they have to be like just turning yellow for me to eat them, or cooked in a recipe. Not a huge banana lover. I mean, I eat them because they're 0 points for me now. Yes, fruit is back to being 0. I went back and forth with that one. I did. So yes, but like I said, I took that quiz. I can't tell you how many times. So I feel like I get the plan that I want. And even now, I'm still like not decided. But that's a good one, Anne. And if you use the Black cocoa powder. Just saying. I know, McLean. I'm telling you, you know what I'm going to say? Maybe you're not eating enough. It's like my stock answer. Uh, but when it's with that sweet banana, it kind of balances. Oh, Sherry got sick. Sometimes we're not used to eating the rich stuff. When you eat it, it's just like, yeah, you kind of don't feel well. I know, I agree with that one. Many times I'm like, ooh, I'm not used to feeling like that. Okay. I'm telling you, McLean, I like to think it's the time of year. I'm saying, you know what, just call it a scratch. And January 2nd, it's just the environment we're in, I think. Oh yeah, the riper the banana, it's like sugar. I was watching a video today. She used dates, and it seemed interesting. I always forget about dates, even though they're high in points, but they're natural. You have to take that into consideration. Like, yes, it has a crap ton of points, but it is a plant. So it's not, you got to think of it like, yeah, it's not something, it's not a refined, it's a plant-based sugar. So sometimes you just got to weigh a lot of things out. Yep, St. J. Bates knows even air has calories around this time of year. Christmas calories are everywhere. They're coming to get us. Yep. I'm telling you, I just think sometimes, at least for me, I know that I'm do a little picking here and there. And I don't usually gain too much normally from picking, but this time of year it's always something sweet. And you'll gain a little bit more from sugar than from just grabbing an extra, wheat thin or a Triscuit or a couple pretzels. Now I'm grabbing, a cookie, cookie, chocolate covered pretzel, those kind of things. Full moon, there you go. Do I have that? It's right, it's the winter solstice. Yesterday was the shortest day of the year. Yep. We're now heading, our days are going to get longer again. Something to look forward to, isn't it? Christmas is a few days away. We're going to be in another year. It's just, we just have to get through. We got one more week. One more week. We can do this. Barbie's a cupcake. Like I say, it's just that stuff is not usually around as prevalent as it is this last week. I mean, you have treats around, but there's nothing like the week of Christmas. I mean, oh my God, the sweets multiply in your house. It's like, I get 8 dozen cookies when I only made 2. And people drop off cookies. Here, I made extra cookies. Here's some. No, thank you, but okay. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Anne. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jay Bates. There's so many things, other than the holidays that are going on with people. People are sick. Not everything is COVID, but a lot of it is. And there's just, it's a bad time of year. Oh, he's 11. Oh, how's he feeling? Since the little kids get it. That's a shame. Poor kid. It's Christmas. That just breaks your heart. Yeah, I agree. Yep. Offer up a little prayer for Anne's grandson and Jay Bates' good friend, I always say, I got a lot of praying people here on the Dish with D crew. You know, just say an extra prayer for somebody else that needs it. Just never know. You don't know what people are going through. You just don't. Yeah. It's a terrible time of year, you know? Aw, everybody's staying home. You know what? And sometimes you're all together and, you know, they'll get through it. It's, you know, yep, it's just a sad time. You know, as much as it's a holy time and a family time, it can go either way. Oh, poor thing. The kids, you know, you hate to hear the kids. As adults, like, you know, we get through it, you know, we just trudge through it. But the kids, you know, they don't get it. Yeah. Oh. 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 It's been a long day. Can you tell I'm a little bit sleepy? It's going to be an early night for me. Well, ladies and germs, I'm going to head on out. And I hope you have a great rest of your night. Tomorrow will be the last tea for the week. So if you're interested and want to hang out for a little bit tomorrow night, I will be here 7:30. It does. It is family here. We are the family. We do. We pray for each other. We're a very supportive group. I always say that all the time. So you all take like I said, say an extra prayer for Ann's grandson and Jay Bates' friend. Anybody else who needs a little extra prayer, you know? I always offer one up for anybody else who needs one. God knows, you know, he'll know where to send it. So we will talk to you tomorrow night. This is my Vlogmas for today because I'm kind of coming to a halt here with the Vlogmases. So this is Vlogmas. So I will catch you all tomorrow. Have a great night. And that's it. I want to say something else, but I don't have nothing else to say. I'm getting a little bit punchy. Have a great night, people. Thumbs up if you haven't already.